first-person view. I believe he's seen it, so he perhaps is going to try to set up another trap here in the middle of the map. Leta actually is doing quite an innovative strategy. They're leaving a lot of tanks on top of map artifacts to deny Boxer map mobility here. And Boxer and Leta also leaving some Goliaths on those artifacts to provide drops from hitting them easily. So Leta going for a sort of an interesting aerial, sort of a zone defense almost, to be able to attack all sorts of incoming troops from Boxer. And Boxer so far, it just seems to be circling around with his tanks, trying to find a hole in Leta's defenses where he can get his main force through. And it looks like Boxer's going for a frontal charge here. I don't know if this is a good idea here, but it looks like actually he's gotten a flank off on the tanks leading up to Leta's base. Of course, Leta has a fewer tanks in his base because of all the tanks that were sieged up behind, and it looks like Boxer has a superior number of tanks here sieged up. Looks like he's going to be able to pick off all of Leta's tanks, but no, unfortunately the Goliaths coming in. Boxer's tanks were quite damaged, and actually Leta manages to defend here. Boxer losing all of his tanks in that attack, really unfortunate for him. And Leta taking a decisive advantage, I think, in this game so far. He's 3 expansions, 3 bases to 2, and he has more dropships, more central control, more units on the ground. So I have to say this game is going Leta's way, unfortunately, for Boxer. And I'm sorry if I sound a little biased here, but you know, I do really love Boxer's play, and you know, I'm not gonna lie and say I'd rather this guy I never heard of win against the great Boxer. So yeah, I guess there's a bias there naturally. Boxer actually now has 4 dropships to 4 from Leta, so Boxer actually getting parity there, and Leta doing a little dance there. It looks like he's going to be thinking about a drop on Boxer's main, perhaps. Boxer actually having a dropship superiority here now, 5 dropships, so it's good that Boxer's pumping out those dropships. Now he needs to use them effectively. I felt like the last attack would have been a lot better if Boxer had used dropships instead of walking those tanks into sieged up tank fire. And looks like Leta's actually spotting Boxer's dropships. It will all be about who has more troops in those dropships and who can get the Goliaths out first and manage to kill off the incoming ships. And it looks like Boxer actually only has tanks in there so far that are being dropped out. I'm not sure if those dropships are actually full or not. And Boxer continuing to go north, but he has been spotted, which is going to put him in a really vulnerable spot. And actually Leta has built a lot of turrets at that position here, overlooking his base, and Boxer might be walking into another trap here. Yeah, Boxer is going to walk into a complete ambush here. He's going to lose 2 tanks needlessly, 3 tanks needlessly, and that's just really unfortunate for Boxer. He can't afford to make these losses of his tanks. Boxer now has a couple of vultures also. Boxer's attack once again fails here. Leta anticipating it way long ago and getting a lot of turrets here. Meanwhile, we see an upgrade, +1 upgrade, I believe, for Boxer's tanks. Of course, tanks are very effective against Terran tanks when they're +2, and actually no upgrades actually for. I'm really not sure who they clicked on there. So this could be Leta's tanks or Boxer's tanks. Leta might be the one with the +1 actually. Yeah, so. +2 being really important. It looks like Boxer actually... No, Leta's the one with the +1 attack. Boxer is still at 0-0. So Boxer is at a little bit of a disadvantage here. Of course, you do need +2 tank attack so that you can kill a tank with 2 siege tank hits. And that it becomes incredibly effective because 2 hits versus 3 hits is a huge difference, of course. Boxer trying to get an expansion on the right side here, and Leta's going to drop all over this, I think. Actually, looks like he's just about... Yeah, he's going to drop all over it, but it looks like he just has 1 tank. He's just going to drop 1 tank over it and just chase it off. Perhaps he has no Goliaths to pick off the command center, or he doesn't want to commit to an attack here. Now, these 2 dropships facing one another here. I'm a little surprised Boxer tried to get that expansion there at the 3 o'clock position. A Wraith out for Leta, actually, and perhaps he'll be able to ward away Boxer's dropships. Now a lot of dropships moving in for Leta. They're dropping at Boxer's new expansion here at the 6 o'clock position, and actually a lot of Goliaths there also, so pushing back Boxer's dropships. Boxer needs to drop right away though, or else he's not going to be able to defend his expansion at all, and a lot of SCVs will get killed. It looks like he's running away with his SCVs, but these dropships might have a couple more units here. If they drop in front of these SCVs, Boxer could be in big trouble. Boxer only has tanks in his dropships though. It looks like no Goliaths to help deal with that 1 Wraith there, or to provide any anti-air against the shuttles, and looks like his command center might go down here. That'd be really unfortunate for Boxer. Boxer not lifting his command center just yet. It's still getting shelled right now. Looks like he finally does lift his command center. That 1 Wraith doing a lot of damage. 4 kills already for the Wraith from Leta. So Boxer in a bit of a pickle here. He really needs to I don't know what he needs to do right now. He really needs to just sort of reconsider his unit build here. Perhaps get a couple of raids of his own, get some more Goliaths, and just try to defend himself a little better here, because he's really getting attacked from all sides here. It looks like the new expansion here at the 3 o'clock is getting attacked again by Leta. So 2 forces for Leta against Boxer's 1, and Boxer's 1 force doesn't even have any anti-air in it. So Boxer's in huge trouble here, absolutely huge trouble. A lot of SCVs have been killed recently. Also, if Boxer manages to hold these expansions, of course, he'll have a 1 expansion lead over Leta, but it looks like he's not able to do that. Perhaps getting a little too over greedy with his expanding there, and not defending well enough at any of those expansions. Now he's down just to his natural expansion in terms of mining, and he's really just not going to be able to compete with Leta if he doesn't manage to get something else up. Leta actually building a command center in the upper right, and he might be actually able to take out Boxer's expansion here that was once at the 3 o'clock position. Boxer loading up his dropships. He really needs to break either the contain right south of this base. Looks like he's going to go for that right now. Not a contain, but whatever it is, just an attack here. And looks like, yeah, he's finally going to clear this out, but not before a lot of damage was done to his forces. Meanwhile, Leta, with a large ground force here, is going to move into Boxer's base here. Boxer was unprepared there. His 4 tanks were not sieged up. That's a huge mistake there for Boxer. This is going to be a huge trouble. This might be over for Boxer here. Leta's got about 10 tanks inside of Boxer's natural expansion now, and Boxer really has just fewer troops in his base. He's going to have no production very soon here, and Boxer in absolutely huge trouble. This might be the demise here of Boxer in this game. And Leta, I have to say, played pretty well this game. Just getting map control and managing to win, or at least right now looks like get himself into a commanding position, even though his rush failed in the beginning. I have to say that was a good comeback, and just got a lot of good map positioning, getting those early dropships and using the map artifacts well, and looks like Boxer really needs to use those dropships successfully. Boxer still just not dropping them, not finding a great position to drop his tanks on top of those tanks. I think he needs to do it right now, though. He might be actually going for a counterattack. Boxer actually ignoring the tanks that are trying to invade his main base and trying to get a counterattack, but he can't move in from the south. I really hope he doesn't try to move in from the south, because that will be a failure. And Boxer, oh man, Boxer dropping over some of these tanks in the middle of the map, but really that's not going to be important here. I guess he was just trying to clear out some obstacles, but Boxer has nothing in his main. He's going to lose his entire main here, and that 1 paltry force of dropships I don't think will do enough damage. Unfortunately, despite Boxer's micro, it's just not going to do enough. And Leta just has a large army, a second army now around his main. Boxer, yeah, with that one dropship force, it's just not going to be able to do enough, to trade from losing his entire main. And this is a good game here for Boxer. Unfortunately, he's going to lose all the buildings here, all his factories, and yeah, that he just has a couple of tanks left. So unfortunately, Boxer, I feel like he should have attacked early in the game after Leta failed with his rush. I feel like Boxer had a good moment to attack here, and Boxer GG's. I feel like he could have attacked before Leta got his rates out and been very successful there, but unfortunately he didn't, and he does lose the game to Leta. The series is tied 1-1, and Airforce Ace will have to be facing the best 2v2 team in the Pro League in the next game, which is the 2v2 matchup. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Cholera.